Hey everyone, this is Austin Schur here with We Write About Music, and today I am speaking with Callie Liu. She's just released a fantastic new track called Mystery, and I'm super excited to talk to her all about it. Callie, I want to thank you so much for waking up early to do this on a Saturday. I really appreciate it. How are you doing?
I'm well. Thank you for having me. It's an
Yeah,
honor.
it is a pleasure to talk about good music with a great musician. And you got this new song out. It's called Mystery. I've enjoyed it. I probably listened to it 4 or 5 times at this point, so I'm pretty familiar. But one thing that I never assume, even when listening to lyrics, is what the song is actually about and what inspired it. So that's how I want to kick this off and kind of hear it from you.
hmm Mystery is complicated because for me, when I write, I can't just sit down and write. Things kind of have to happen in my life, or I have to think about something or feel something, and then that will spark the lyrics.
Sure.
So with Mystery, it was all these it was a moment in time where I kind of felt trapped. And so with that being said, it pretty much encompasses everything I was thinking, feeling, asking myself over and over again in my mind. That's pretty much what Mystery is about.
Okay, cool. And so do you have like a team behind you in terms of actually making the music? Because don't get me wrong, as impressive as you are in your vocals and storytelling, like the song itself sounds great. So how does that portion of it work?
So honestly, I just pick up my guitar and start writing. The melody always comes first, and then the lyrics will come later. And then for the production part, that's where I have my team. So I
Okay,
normally,
okay.
yeah, the guitar. That's where the song starts from, and then I do the lyrics, make that into more like an acoustic version, and then I'll go with someone to like a studio to do the vocals, and then kind of listen to it and see where we want to take it. And
Sure.
team comes in. His name was Harry G. He helped me this time
Very
from.
G. That is such a producer name.
I know, actually
Right?
easy to remember, which
Very
is probably.
true. Where did you get it done? Or I guess where did you record it around Los Angeles?
It was in Santa Monica. The studio is called Green Tea Studio. Shout out to them.
Yeah, I think
They're
I've driven by that before. I used to live like in the Brentwood, Santa Monica area, so
Oh, no way.
yeah,
Yeah, they're really dope work. The people there are amazing, and they work
love
with
for
you. So
them.
yeah, it was a good experience. And so the production part actually was interesting because we had such a different idea for this song, but then it kind of like became more upbeat as we were kind of making it. And
Sure,
then we made this like tropical, like, I don't know, tropical upbeat sound, but still
sure.
having, yeah, the more like kind of soft side to it.
Right. Well, that's the
Yeah.
thing that I don't think a lot of just casual music listeners know is it's not just you. Like, yeah, you can learn how to produce and stuff like that, but it's almost like speaking another language. You kind of have to have a producer or at least someone on the other half who gets the other side of your brain to like finish the sentences for you. It's
Exactly.
obviously a complicated process, but it kind of sounds like you found maybe your vision of where you want to head. Oh, we got one cat.
But this is Callie, guys, ironically.
Uh,
Say hi, Callie. All right, Callie.
That's okay. Do you think that you've sort of found like the path of sound, or are you going to continue to experiment possibly?
Definitely experiment. So if you've heard my other songs,
I
there are a
have.
lot. Okay. So a little different. Phoenix was, definitely a test run for me. It was my first
Sure.
time. I actually did all those vocals at my house by myself,
Nice.
not even,
Okay.
yeah, not even knowing how to use the software pretty much. So all of that literally is like me singing throughout, which is actually really hard to do for
Yeah.
people who are bored. It's not that easy.
Yeah, like
Um,
10,000 vocal takes. Like, oh no, I don't think that's the one. Yeah.
Literally. And then
Yeah.
all the harmonies were done, like anything vocal was done at home by myself.
Okay.
Uh, so that was interesting. But I did want that more like, I'm trying to find this word that people keep using for my sound, and it's slipping my mind. It'll come to me. But it's more like a soft, like what is the word? I forget. And then
That's okay.
silence, it'll come to me. Silence then was more like I was trying to be a little more upbeat. Um, I still think, I mean, it's kind of more beat, still very slow though. I tend to do slow songs, and
Yeah,
then which is, you know, I guess my sound. And then mystery though, I love a beat. So like I
yeah,
always want where like if I'm putting it or blasting it in the car, I can feel it. So like
right.
the bass in Phoenix was that for me. In Silence, I think it was the there's a sound that makes it vibrate, and then in this one, it's obviously the kick beat you'll hear in
Mhm.
Mystery that does it.
Well, that's the fun part, I think, for you, among many fun parts, but just being an independent artist and kind of having the free reign to do whatever you want. That's the
Hmm.
biggest thing. And even though this is only your third official single, you can audibly hear the growth and like the maturity in your sound. Yeah, if you go
Good.
back to the first one, it's a debut single, it's you finding your footing. But even, 2 songs later, you get to hear, yeah, like everything has changed for the positive. It's really cool to hear. And it should get people excited for the future and whatever that's going to hold. Um,
I'll hear from you. That's good to hear.
Yeah, no, it's true though. I do want to go back to what you were saying about kind of describing your sound, because one thing I always like to know, especially from the artist, is like I can listen to it and make my own assumptions, but I want to know from you because you probably have conversations about your music all the time. What's the elevator pitch for what it is? Like, how are you describing it to people if someone asks, what are you making?
Someone asked me, it's, you know how you have like your aura, or whatever, your energy
Yeah.
as a, that's literally what my songs feel like to me.
Okay.
That's like, I know it sounds weird, but
It's not weird. It's your music.
yeah, what it's literally like I can't, for example, like I cannot make an upbeat song for the life of me. It's just it doesn't come out of me.
Yeah.
What comes out of me is like more that sound. And it's just like it's almost like just who I am or my energy, and
Yeah.
it's shown.
I get it. Well, like, how does it start for you? Obviously, it could start in different ways. And like you said, you never just sit down and make a song. But is it
Hmm.
like while you're driving, I think of a lyric or like a guitar riff goes through your head? Like, what is it?
It's definitely an experience. So
Mhm.
something has to happen. For example, there was a song called Muse, and it was about someone, and I couldn't finish it for the life of me. I didn't know why. And then we broke things off, and right when we broke things off, because of that experience, I was able to finish the song. Literally, the lyrics just came to me in a heartbeat.
Okay.
So it's kind of like that.
No, that's kind of cool though. And I think it's cool for a few different ways, is it sort of forces you to live your life. Because nowadays we're all so connected on our phones and it's so easy to just stay inside. You know what I mean?
Mm,
And not
mm-hmm.
live. But it gets you out there. And not that you're always fishing or looking for things to write about, but whatever it is, you find yourself in these life situations.
Yeah, actually, it's very true.
Kind of
Good way.
crazy. Kind of
Yeah.
crazy. So considering this is your third single and you're still very new to the process, are there any things that you've learned from the first to the third that like you think have made you grown as an artist?
Yes. Definitely try to do vocals in a recording studio. It makes it 10 times.
Yeah.
Um, what is the term? I'm very bad at terminology, so I've only been playing for like a year now. Taught myself guitar, never went to vocal lessons. So with that said, I didn't know what a, and it's still escaping me now. Beat per minute, whatever the beat per minute is. I didn't know
Okay.
that you needed that to then uh add stuff to the song.
Okay.
You need a beat per minute. So when I play just acoustic, I'm just going like no beat. I could be off like 1 2 3 and 1 2 4. Like it's just all off.
Sure, sure.
My cat is, come on, cat. um,
Most cats are needy. It's all
I
good.
know she just loves wrapping her tail right where the cord is, where it's about to
Sure.
like take off my phone. um, so you need that actually to be able to add little stuff to the soundtrack, and I didn't know that. So I'm trying to like play my guitar to this like
Yeah.
thing. I can't do it for the life of me.
You need
Um,
what's it, a metronome that like kind of like ding, 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 so you
yeah,
can like stay on with it.
it was incredibly hard for some reason. I'm not
Mhm.
sure if anyone else experienced this if you're new, but like I couldn't do it for the life of me. I would do my own thing, or my strum
Yeah.
would go off. Acoustic, you have a free for all in a sense. So that actually took the longest. Something that should have taken maybe 2 hours took us like maybe like 3.5 hours just to get the guitar.
Oh, geez. Okay. Well, hey, listen, it's all a learning experience.
Right.
I guess throughout these experiences, though, is there something that you've enjoyed the most about it? Like one specific thing that's given you the most energy, the thing that's like, I want to keep doing this.
Definitely the writing process itself.
Mhm.
It feels so good when it just works.
Sure.
Um, like yes. Actually, another part that I really enjoyed was finding the sounds that we might use and then putting them together, piecing them together, and then building, and then literally seeing it come to life. That
Right.
was like amazing experience.
That's awesome. That kind of seems like the most amazing experience because you're creating something out of nothing, which is
Exactly.
like the biggest thing about music. A fully original piece when millions of songs in the world exist. Pretty
Right?
awesome.
That's crazy to think about.
It is
That's
crazy to think about. Um,
a lot of sounds.
so yeah, have you played live? And if not, is it something that you'd like to do?
Yes, if anyone's listening who has like
Sure.
connections, yes, play live. um, I mean, I think that's the best way to connect with your fans that are
Yeah.
with your support or anything. But I played one time live. It was a lot of fun. I unfortunately just haven't had the time as of now or the opportunity. It's obviously very hard.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, one time. And yes, I would love to play live.
Cool. So it's something you'd like to do. Um,
Yeah.
are there any songs of yours that are unreleased that you're most looking forward to getting out in the world, or things that you're working on?
Ooh, yes. So
Okay.
I have about, not including Phoenix, Mystery, and Silence. I have four more that I've written.
Perfect.
Um, yeah.
That's an
So
EP right there.
maybe I was thinking about it, but it actually is. It's a lot harder, so to speak, because obviously you need more time
Yeah,
to
yeah,
make.
of course.
Um, but it is something I might want to do with
All right.
these four songs. But I'm literally, how I'm releasing them is by the order I wrote them.
Okay.
It's how,
Okay. No, I'm actually really happy you brought that up because it's something that I usually kind of like ask about is I know that so many artists out there they could have 10 songs and they're working on songs 7, 9, and 3 while they try to finish up 2, 4, and 6 or whatever. And it's like I can't imagine. I if I had to make music, I would do it in your situation. There's no way that I could bounce around from song to song and feel like I gave that song my all,
yeah, exactly.
right?
Yeah,
So I guess like how does that work for you? Like, can you imagine yourself going that route, or is it just like you're always going to work on one thing at a time?
that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
I
So
couldn't imagine.
so
Yeah, that's insane.
nice.
No,
No, that's cool. I get it because I'd be the same. Uh,
yeah,
Well, it is crazy that we are right at the end of April. Kind of feels like this year is zooming by in the most
yeah.
uncomfortable way. But I want to know what are some goals that you've set for yourself, or even just like some things that you'd like to see happen, hopefully by the end of this year.
Hmm. I would love to play live. Honestly, that is the biggest one. Because that way you can connect with people. I mean, one
Yeah,
of the reasons I love music is you're literally being a sliver of someone's story. Like
right.
that's insane to think about. Like everyone's unique, obviously, everyone has their story.
Yeah.
Um, everyone's pretty incredible in their own way, and then you're here, just this little sliver of it. I think that's beautiful when it comes to music and just being an artist in itself. So playing live though really helps with that, obviously, because now
Totally.
you're in, you get to like actually talk with them one on one.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is what I would like to do. That's a goal, is play live. Just try to
I
do
think
that as
it's
much.
a very doable thing. And it builds your confidence too as an artist.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
hope so. Another goal, and then just goals in general, just touching people. I mean, I write because it's kind of like a passion hobby.
Sure.
It's how I can uh, express myself. It's how I, cope with things.
Yeah,
It's my escapism, so to speak, in a positive way. It's my
totally.
escapism. Yeah, and so Yeah, goals. Yeah, play live and then just touch people as much as I can, get music out there.
Boom. That's how it
Yeah,
should be.
yeah, that's
No, no,
it.
no. I mean, when you think about even playing live and what people have to do to get there, like they could be doing anything on whatever night of the week it is, but they actively chose to get ready and plan their lives around sitting in traffic in LA to get there. And it's like it has to mean so much. And then to actually play in front of people and then resonate with your music, I feel like as a musician, that is what it's all about. So
Right.
I
Well
think it
put.
will
Well,
happen. There's so many options and there's so many venues in Los Angeles to play shows at. That's got to be the priority here. I love it. Um,
yeah.
I have a couple more for you. I want to know, is the music that you listen to, is it similar in vein or genre to the music that you make? Or do you actively try to listen to different things to sort of like expand what you're making?
So I tend to have one genre. I get made fun of all the time by my friends when like
Sure.
I play my. It's very So I was inspired by someone to start music, like starting this whole music thing.
Yep.
If you- Marrow.
Say that again.
His name's Marrow. It's like pronounced like marrow, bone marrow, but spelled Mehro.
Haven't heard of them.
Oh, you should check him out. He's actually
Okay.
super, super good.
All right.
Um, yeah. So I saw him live randomly. Me and my sister were trying to figure out what to do that night, and he randomly was doing a gig in where I was at.
Nice.
So we went to go see him, and literally changed my life. The way he like sang the passion, and his
Damn.
music was really, really good. Um, Inspired me to start playing. With that said, he's very more like pop alternative.
Okay.
I, I know indie is not like a genre, so to speak, but he has that indie style, if that makes
It
sense.
gives an idea of what you're getting into. So I know what
Yeah.
you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying.
So I mean, so my music's very like I would say what my music is like is how is the music I listen to. So like I love Phoebe Bridgers.
Sure.
Oh my, she's like
Yeah,
one of my favorites.
she's the best.
Right, isn't she so good? The way she does her lyrics, I find so incredible. And then her voice, obviously, is like,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
um, right? Okay, good. Now we're on the same page. But I do listen more to the sound that I create.
Hmm.
Not sure if that's I don't know why, maybe, but I just gravitate towards it more. I
Cool.
honestly don't out that much, and I want to, but I don't branch out that much.
That's okay. You don't always need to. It's not necessary. And if anything, like I know a lot of artists that actively don't try to listen to music when they're making their own because they feel that it'll kind of leach into what they're making. So
Mm,
you can have it both ways because the final product speaks for itself. That's really all that matters here. So you're good, I promise.
very true.
Uh, my last question for you here is basically for the person that is going to discover you from this, what is an opening message that you'd like to say to them before they listen to your music for the first time?
Ooh, that is really hard. That is a very good question. It would be first of all, thank you for being here, and
Sure.
hi. Also, it's an honor that I'm part of your story now. Um, when listening to my music, uh, maybe go into a moment in time that you had, maybe experience that was similar, and kind of relate in a sense. It doesn't even have to be like similar, but just relate in some way, feel in some way, anything, good or bad. But as long as it touches you in some way, um, I'm glad that you found my music.
That's a perfect opening message. Allie, I want to thank you so much for taking the time. Please let me plug your music for you one more time here. If you guys missed it the first time around, the song is called Mystery. We will have the links in our articles that you can listen and share and follow along and do all that fun stuff. But it sounds like the rest of this year, there's just so much opportunity and so much in the works. So I'm really excited to see how it plays out. Thank you. This has been great.
Really has. Thank you so much again for having me.
You're very welcome. Hope you have a great beginning and rest of your day. And yeah, I hope to speak soon.
Awesome. You too.
Awesome. All right. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.